Hey, hey, hey. Like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel called New Life, New Reaction, and I have more videos to come. Come on in. Let me wait for a couple of people to come on in. Uh, I'm glad they made StreamYard because sometimes you want to be on camera, sometimes you don't want to be on camera. When they made this, people, boy, let me tell you what people talk a lot of junk behind the scene, behind the screen. It ain't nothing wrong with that, but sometimes show yourself. I want to wish my grandma a very special happy birthday. I want y'all to know her age. She don't want nobody to know her age. She ain't old, but she old. But I would like to wish my grandma a happy, special birthday. I love my grandma to death. She been through a lot. She lost two kids tragically. My mama was stabbed to death. My uncle got shot in the back of his head. And, she's been through it. She raised us the best way she could. I could never put myself in my grandma's shoes. I have four kids right now, and I could not imagine burying now one of them right now. So I want to wish my grandma a very special happy birthday. If y'all want to send something to her cash app is $Sadie Hester. SADIE Hester HESTER. She deserved it, man. Y'all donate to all that other foolishness. Donate to my grandma. I done donated today or yesterday, whenever she asked me, I donate. Y'all come on in. I got 3 people online. Thank y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I ain't have too much to say. I just wanted to come on here and, so thankful to have a grandma like that who raised her grand. She had to raise five of her grands, her daughter kids, my mama. I never put myself in her shoes. I always felt like she could have did more, but she did the best that she could for us. And I'll be forever thankful for that. Um, you know, I lost the mama, she lost the daughter and a son, and they both was murder. So big ups to my grandma. She deserved all the happiness, peace, and blessings. She deserved all that because some of us got kids on here. A lot of people don't have kids, but I'm just saying some of us. Can you imagine burying one of your kids, let alone one, but not one, but two of your kids? Like, you have to be strong minded to be, somewhat trying to have peace and keep living. I give all my grandma glory. She put God first, and He done carry her on. She done seen another birthday. She done missed out on her other two kids' birthday. Like I said, I could not imagine being in her shoes. And I love my grandma to pieces. So if y'all want to bless her, please bless her. I put a cash app up. She deserve it. You get what I'm saying? Because some of us couldn't even live right now. We had to bury even one of our children. Somebody down the way where I stay at, son passed away, and she ended up overdosing. I could feel where she coming from, because if I lost a child, how can I? Your kid's supposed to bury you. You ain't supposed to bury your children. T1000 all D time said, "Hey, Kim and HBD mom." Okay. T1000 all D time said, "I never got to experience having a grandma. Wish I did." Oh, did your grandma pass away? My grandma stepped in and was a soldier to take on the responsibility of raising five grands. And I will forever love her for that. I mean, we bumped heads. Everybody bumped heads, but she took on a big responsibility, you know, especially after losing one child and losing another one in the same year. That killed my grandma. And I was so mad at my grandma about a lot of things because I went through it, hating everybody, being depressed, staying in my room, ain't want to talk to nobody. But I never knew how she felt. And we had that talk when I went to Florida. And she was like, why people mad at her? Ain't nobody mad at you, grandma. You did the best that you could. Like I said, we bumped heads, we talked about it. And I'm so proud of you for keep going and not give up on life. And you raised us the best way you knew how. All 1000 D times said, yes, never got to meet my mom or dad mother. Wow. See, people need to realize, it's a blessing to even still have your mother still here or having a grandma, especially a grandma who took that responsibility on raising her grands. Because it was not easy for my grandma. She went through it. Especially me, I was so rebellious at times because I was so hurt, but I didn't know my grandma was hurting also. And I was so mad with her for so many years. But when we had that talk, when I just came down there, I felt relief on knowing how she really felt about, the relationship we had. I love my grandma to death. She is a soldier because a lot of us on here could not go through what she went through. Florida Red, what's up, baby? Good evening, Kima in the chat. Good evening, honey. Florida Red, I think I know who you is. I'm trying to figure you out, but I don't exactly know. But you've been supporting me, and I thank you for that. T1000 all D time said, "Hey, Florida Red. Hey, welcome, baby. Make sure you hit the like button. Look at her. She's so supportive." But I give my grandma much respect because right now I got 4 kids, so I could not imagine burying two of them right now. I could not imagine that. That would break my soul right now. But my grandma being a soldier, she stood in the paint. She did the best that she could. Ain't nobody mad at you, baby. Happy birthday to you. She asked me for anything, I try to do it for her because without my grandma, I probably would have went all the way left. Like for real, like I lost it after losing my mama. Like I said, my mama had 5 kids and she was our everything. She was me and my siblings, Kima, Jessica, Jesse, Mountain, and Travis. We all owe her respect. Point blank, period. Like we had to go through the motions and deal with the loss. And my grandma did the best that she could. She gonna hear this video because I'm gonna tell her to go listen to it. Florida Red said, "Yep. From the first time I came over, I always prayed for you and encouraged you when you were truly broken." Yes, I was broken, y'all. When I started out with this YouTube, I was at the bottom, but I never gave up. Even going through the transition of moving from Florida to Colorado, I was drinking more. My mental got the best of me. I was being angry. I was being mad. But the people who I thought, really cared about me or really wanted to help me, disappointed me. But, you got to expect that out of people because people don't know what people be going through. And I went through it. I'm proud of myself. I stepped out the box. I took a chance in life. It ain't all been peaches and creams. Nah, we ain't finna get on him. I've been a bona fide hustler since birth. And I worked at it. Yeah, I worked at the transportation. I got another job. I'm doing this and I'm doing that. You know, you got to do what you got to do. Ain't no hands out. Nobody ain't going to give you nothing. And I respect my grandma because, you know, she always seen something special in me. I was the oldest. And I never put myself in my grandma's shoe once she lost both of her kids. Both of her kids was murder. And she had one daughter and four boys. So she had five kids in all. And I never put myself in my grandma's shoes like, dog, she did a lot of things to protect me and my siblings. And I never seen that being a child. But as I got older, I see that she did the best that she could and she was the rock in the family. Because if y'all going through any situation, if y'all got grandkids right now, can y'all take on that responsibility of losing one of your kids, you know, who have kids and take on that big responsibility? I don't think everybody can do that. That take a strong type of person to do that. T1000 all D time said true man will let you down every time. Right. So I never seen it on my grandma's side. I was being selfish in my own feelings because I watched my mother get murdered in front of me and I felt like nobody understood me. And like I said, when trauma happens, that can happen to anybody. If you ever been through trauma and you know, if a person don't know how to deal with it or to go to the right resource to get help, we sweep it under the rug. You know, we act like it don't happen, but I suffered through it. But I never know it really hurted my grandma. I know it hurted her, but I ain't know how deep it was. Cause we both was hurting about her losing a daughter and me losing a mother. But it brought us closer. I love my grandma to death. Like I said, she did the best that she could, you know, taking on that responsibility. I have four. My first two are grown, and I'm still raising my last two. It is hard raising children. It is hard raising children, especially, you know, me and my siblings ain't have the best fathers. So my grandma had to take on that responsibility. No child support, no nothing. She just did it. She did it because she know it was right. And she loved it her daughter. She loved it my mother. And that was her child. That was her only daughter. I can't imagine right now have to bury two kids in the same year. From what she went through, I give her much respect. Big ups, props, because she didn't have to do it. We could have been in the system. You get what I'm saying? I love her for that. My grandma brought me my first car, a Saturn, brand new, no miles, off the lot. And I was so angry with my grandma. And let me tell you another situation that happened. I almost got raped. Man came through my window. We gonna keep this trip. We gonna keep it 1,000. Since people don't like to put their real life out there. When I ran in the room and told my grandma, she was on the phone calling my uncle. Told him, you know, Kima said this man came through her window trying to do this sexual act to me. She called my uncle. It wasn't less than 10 minutes. My uncle found that nigga and beat the shit out of him. Tore his ass up. Two black eyes. Um, Shoot, he had bruises all over his stomach, his face. Like he was unrecognizable. So I love my grandma for that because she did not allow that to happen to me. And she believed in me as a child. I fought my grandma on a lot of things because I was being selfish in my ways. I was hurting and I didn't know how to like deal with the hurt. You get what I'm saying? I blamed her for everything because when my mom was alive, she told me she liked to play cards and have people at her house. So she like, don't bring the grandkids over here when I got a house full of people. You know, my mama respected that. but that was her thing. She raised her kids, but she respected my mama enough to not to let us be around when she was doing activities that children shouldn't be around. And I'm gonna forever love my grandma for that. We got close when I made that trip to Florida. We talked about everything. And I told my grandma, I don't blame you. I just felt like we both was hurt and we know how to come to a conclusion on dealing with that hurt. As Black people, we like to sweep stuff under the rug. We don't get together as family and talk about it, or talking about it as being my grandma and I'm your granddaughter one on one. And when I talked to my grandma, it was a lot of things I found out about my mama that I didn't know. And that's what be wrong with us. We don't sit around and talk about things. Stuff that be bothering us, we just rather just keep it inside, get mad at that person, and stop talking to that person for years to come. And we ain't here forever. You get what I'm saying? We're not here forever. Anything can happen because going out your door and coming back in your door is a blessing. Some people didn't make it home tonight. Some people ain't get to spend Thanksgiving with their family. Some people didn't even get to see Christmas or New Year because they was hurting. And people be like, girl, it's gonna be okay, or he is gonna be okay. It's not gonna be okay until we talk about it and get to the bottom of the problem. It's never gonna be okay until you get one on one with that person, or if all of y'all as family get together as a family and talk about it. People don't talk about when they hurting and going through it. Everybody be trying to put on a persona and like they living this life like it's the living my best life. And when these cameras turned off, everybody hurting. Nobody don't want to call nobody. People get mad. They want to hang up. Oh, I don't want to talk about this. Oh, everybody go through it. But it need to be talked about because I sat for years dealing with my mama death, dealing with me being in a coma, dealing with all that pain and hurt, going through trials and tribulations in the courtroom, seeing this murder, almost getting raped. My grandma did that. You know what I'm saying? Because some parents don't even believe their kids when they've been touched or messed with anybody. And I'm be forever thankful because without my grandma, I wouldn't be who I am and I wouldn't be here if she didn't have my mama. My Uncle Jack, he died. He didn't have no kids. He was a Muslim and he went to school for law school. And the one thing he always told us is that do not do dirt for dirt. Be you. And always live your last days like it's your best days, like because we don't know when we gonna go. And I forever thank my Uncle Jack. I will always love Clary Devon Reynolds and Jack Reynolds. They was the rock. And once the rock was took in front of family, the family fell apart. Some things need to be talked about in families, because everybody hurting, everybody going through it. You know, it's sad as Black people, we can't come to the root of the problem. Sit down and discuss things. Because when you lose somebody like your mama, everybody hurt. It take a piece from everybody. They could be married, take a piece from their husband. You got sisters, take a piece from them. You got a brother, they got grandkids. Everybody feel the effect, man. It's not only you. And see, I was selfish on that because I didn't know how my grandma was feeling deep down inside. She was hurting, trying to do everything else to numb the pain, trying to get high, play cards, have everybody around her, money, clothes, cars, shoes. None of that made her happy. And she never told me how she felt about her kids. She even told me when I was down there when it's their birthday, she just be numb to it. She don't want to celebrate it. She think about it. You got to think, my mom been gone for almost 20 some years. Same by what, 22, 23 from 1995. Y'all calculate that. My uncle and her passed away 3 months apart. So, 95 ain't a good year. June, and I think my uncle passed away in June, July, in October. So that wasn't a good year. And they was very close. And my uncle said, you know, losing my sister, it took a part of his soul. He told my grandma, his mama, that he felt like he couldn't live no more. Good man, work, going to school, doing what he had to do. That's why I said all the good people die young. The people that's so evil mind and do evil things live for a long time. My mom was what, 25? I think my uncle was what, 25, 26, 27, 28. He wasn't that much older than her. He wasn't that much older. And that killed my grandma. You know, it killed me till while I was in a coma, fighting for my life. I miss my mama each and every day. And as a mother, I could feel my grandma pain because I don't think I could live if I had to bury any one of my kids. They're going to have to bury me, and I give my life to my kids, dog. My mama gave her life for me. When that man came running after me, she stood there and took that last stab. She said, "Nah, I can't let you kill my baby girl. Go get help, Kima." When I come back, they bring my mama out in a body bag, and I fainted. That killed my soul. So imagine your mother hears some news, pick up the phone. You need to come to Sarasota. My grandma was staying in Miami. You need to come to Sarasota right now because your daughter just got murdered. So imagine coming here 4 hours just on the road. You thinking like, damn, I know my child ain't died, but now I see the body. It's real. I never thought about that. I never thought about what my grandma was going through. I never put myself in her shoes. It killed her soul too. And for me, it made me mad with her for years. But since having a conversation with her and we talked about a lot of things, I see her, I see where she coming from as a mother. Cause right now I couldn't do it. I'd probably die. People gotta know that we not here forever. You have to make it right with the people that matter. And all I see on these YouTube streets is drama. Like drama do sell, but people got real life issues that's going on. Some people on here got a sickness. Some people done lost a mother, cousin, sister, brother, a auntie, whoever. You have to cherish the moments because anything can happen to you the day tomorrow. We not promised tomorrow. We not. And I try to I done got into that. I done got into the space that I, want to be a better auntie, want to be a better mother, want to be a better sister, a cousin, etc., whatever. Because I love my family. I love Jessica, Travis, Mountain, and Jesse. Love all my nieces and nephews. I love my immediate family. I need to do better with my outside family, but I always gonna love my immediate family because we all we got right now. We all we got. I already had to bury my mom and my uncle. I don't want to bury nobody else no time soon. So I always ask God when I say a prayer. I pray for my sister and brothers. I pray for my kids, my grandma, my nieces and nephews, and you watch over them because I'm not around them and I don't know what they could be going through. Because we talk, we do talk, but we might not talk every day. And you don't know what a person can be going through. Period. Cole said, hello, Kima in the chat. D all T1000 all D time said hey. Cole said hey. So people have to cherish the moments, like, because when you lose somebody close to you, some people don't know how to take it and would die. Some people do evil stuff and feel like they're gonna blame the world for it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody go through it, but don't blame nobody because of what you lost. Make it better with the ones that's still here. That's all you can do. Reach out to people, call them. Just randomly call some people, like your mama, your cousin, your sister, brother, uncle, whoever still living. Reach out, because some people don't have a mom. Some people don't have a grandma. Some people don't have an auntie. Some people out here is messed up because maybe all their family is deceased and they just trying to make it through. But it's hard to make it through when you ain't got nobody to go to. You know, these holidays been very sad for me because I sit here and think about it. Like my mama's birthday in November, Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's been 20, probably about 23, 24 plus years my mama hasn't been here, or my uncle, because they died in the same year. And I be in here crying and I be asking the Lord, why? You know why? Because he needed them more than me, because they was good people at the end of the day. They was good people who didn't deserve to die the way they did. I questioned that for a long time. I ain't finna sit here and sugarcoat. I was mad with God when my mama was taken out like that. She begged for her life, and that man didn't care. But she saved her kid's life. She saved us, me, Jessica, Mountain, Travis, and Jesse. If that wasn't a mother love, I don't know what to tell you, because I do the same thing for mine. I ain't gonna let no harm come their way. She was the best mother that God could have ever gave me. And when I lost her, I lost my mind. I lost everything because she was all that I knew. I love my grandma, but my mama was my everything. But I gotta feel where she came from. She lost her daughter, what she birthed out of her vagina. She lost her only daughter, and she lost a son. So I was being selfish. Because to make it through that, it was days my grandma said she couldn't even get out the bed. It was hurting her so bad. When I went down there to Florida and had that talk with my grandma, it made me look at her a little different. Made me look at her all the way different. Because I did not know she was feeling like that. That she felt like the whole part of her died. But I was being selfish and thinking about myself. Why I was being selfish? Because I felt like I seen it. Everybody should bow down to me. I need the help. Why y'all not helping me? What I need to do? My mind is going crazy. I can't sleep at night. I'm thinking about it over and over again. This man coming through the window, butt naked, machete knife. I almost lost my life, but my mama saved my life. My grandma saved us. We could have been in the system and been messed up all the way to where we would have grown up in the system, hating everybody and doing bad things to other people just because you done went through it. That's not right, and that's not fair. She did the best that she could, and I will forever love her and respect her. I love my grandma. She is a soldier. She is a savage. Because right now I couldn't walk a mile in her shoes. I couldn't do it. I've been died when I have to bury two kids back to back the same year who was murdered. They ain't die in their sleep. They didn't die of no sickness. People took them out of here. I give her much respect. So she deserved all the happiness and peace of her days she living out on this earth. She deserved that, man. She do. Because you got to be a strong type of woman, even bear one child, not let alone one, but two kids, and still get up every day and smile. Still get up every day and do what you need to do. She was good. She was good to us. And I'll be forever thankful. And I know my mama in heaven smiling down like, yes, mom. Despite we had our difference, you did good by taking your grands and raising them. Because I know there's a God, and I know my mama been watching over us because I've been through situations I can't even tell y'all, Lord, how I done got up out of it. But I am a good person at heart, man. I deserve happiness, man. I need my peace of mind to be focused because I got kids. And I give my life too if it came down to it. I appreciate my grandma taking us in and treating us good. We had our ups and downs now. Everybody got their ups and downs. But I love my grandma for taking on the responsibility and not putting us in the system, not letting us going down the wrong path. She did the best that she could, and I will love her forever for that. She's a strong lady. She is very strong. A lot of us can't even put ourselves in that situation with losing either one or two right now. Can you say you can be that strong and keep living? Some people not overdose. Some people said F everybody else. And some of them done had grandkids and grown kids and they still couldn't live for them. The hurt. If you ever heard it before, when you have to walk up to that casket and look down and see the person that once was living and breathing, that you have to sit there to know they're not waking back up and you have to close it and carry them out to the burying field, that's some hurtful shit. That's some hurtful shit I feel like sometimes people can't come back from. It could be your brother, mother, sister, cousin, whoever. When you have to close that casket, it takes a part of you that I feel like you can't get back. Not even the amount of money in the world can make it better. But you got to learn to just live on. You got to learn to just say it's going to be okay today. You got to learn to like look at the pictures and shed some tears. Because once upon a time, these people used to live. Like, you cannot give up on life. That shit killed me, put me in a coma, fighting for mine. And I know my mama would want me to be here to help with my siblings, what I had to do throughout the years with my grandma. And now I got kids. So now I got something to live for. I'm not a grandma yet, but I got kids. Now I got something that's going to make me wake up every day and do what I need to do. Hurtful feeling. Hurtful when you have to close that casket. It's still taking me a long time to know she's not here. Holidays, birthdays, family gatherings, being here for her grands getting born. And I give much respect to my brother, Travis, my baby brother. He didn't know now one of his parents. Both of them are deceased. And my grandma got him when he was a baby. So he's a father now. And he take good care of his kids. He's a married man. He worked 14, 15 hours. I give him much respect. He ain't let the tragedy and trauma of losing his mother or not knowing his daddy to make him a bad person. I give my brother much respect. My baby brother, Travis, Dwayne Reynolds, I give him much respect. I give all of us, but I felt like I had to suffer through it because I seen it all. But I give my brother much respect because he did not let that tragedy turn him into a bad person. He got on his shit, got his good job, Nice car, nice house, and he doing the damn thing. Much respect. Big ups. I know you're gonna be listening to this, bro. I love you. I love all my siblings, but I love my baby brother. I saved my baby brother. I love my baby brother. But people need to know, and I'm finna get ready to end this. People need to know, make it right with the people you love. Make it right. Because we're not here forever. Like, stop pretending. Everybody go through it. Finance, relationships, family. Like, everybody go through it. But I be looking at certain people, YouTube channel and content, and I be saying to myself, like, I want to hear about your life. I want to know about you. I'm tired of hearing the drama. Like, I understand people got to get their subscribers up, and I'm fine with the 1,740 I got. You get what I'm saying? I'm fine. I spoke my piece on a certain individual. They did what they did. I forgive them and move on. But I can't be fake with it. You get what I'm saying? I can't do that. But I'm fine with that. I'm going to grow, but I'd rather grow slow than I grow fast on drama. Not finna jump in no drama just to get my subscribers up. I'm fine with where I'm at because I know my page gonna eventually grow. I'm gonna figure out how to do me an intro. I'm gonna figure out a lot of things. I've been doing it. I've been doing it myself this far. Oh, hello, ask Granny now. She on the ask Granny. Mars. I'm fine with that. People got to do what they got to do, and that is okay. People can go where they want to go at. It shouldn't be no problem. Like, everybody falling out. I'm looking at these YouTube, these new content creators, and I'm like, oh, you came messy. You came with the drama. I said I want to get some t-shirts made point blank, period. And okay. The words I've been saying for the longest. Would y'all support me? Let me know in the chat, would y'all support me if I start selling shirts? Oh, thank you, loving me, Tracy Anderson, for the 99 cents. Thank you, baby. See, y'all support foolishness. And life is so short. It's so many people we know from down our way that lost their life over foolishness and not keeping it 100. Not keeping it 100 that done cost them. One deadly mistake can cost you your life. And you ain't coming back. I know y'all just heard about the girl who was coming from work. I guess she was a nursing student up there in Buffalo, New York. Car got snowed in. She wasn't able to make it out. 28 years old, beautiful, gone, up out of here. Probably never thought that day, oh, I'm going to work like any other day, being normal. You know, ain't got no beef or nothing with nobody, making me a check. Get in my car, drive 2 miles away, and 50 inches of snow come down on me. She never thought that would have happened to her. That's why we have to take life not for granted. We cannot take life for granted because we could be here today and gone tomorrow. And all the beef and drama y'all going through, it's ridiculous. I know some of y'all got kids. I've been doing things with my kids, but y'all don't like the stuff I put on here. Y'all want the drama. And hey, if it sells or whatever you got to do to get your page popping, hey, that's on you. But for me, I'm just going to slow ride it. I'm going to get there eventually. Shoot, I deserve to eat a piece of that pie. I've been on here 2 years, and I done seen a couple of them come on here that got about 2, 3, 4,000 right now. Um, have anybody seen Brown 10 Johnson? I love hearing from her. She put in a good word. She speak truth. So Brown 10 Johnson, hey, I've been looking for you. I see you ain't been putting no videos up. Ask Granny now, I love you, baby. I don't know why they hating. You got to do what you got to do. You're an OG. You know how to play the game, but they be underestimate you. I don't have no problems, Granny. Only thing I had a problem with, I support you, but I can't support the other person. I can't do it, Ask Granny. Like you said, you're gonna have to find out for yourself, and that is true. But I'ma always support you. We never had no bad blood. I just was saying I can't do it because that person don't keep it real. Like lies after lies after lies. And it ain't even about helping me, it's about what I done seen throughout the 2 years being on these YouTube streets. I love you, Ask Ready. Now you have always supported me. I don't care what they say about you. I just can't support that other person. If you on that side, that is fine, baby. Like I said, people can go wherever they want to go and like who they want to like. Like I'm gonna go on people pages, and that's the problem. Everybody's scared to be in somebody else's chat. Why? Like you letting a person in the comments or whatever say something bad, oh, you can't be over here. Who is you? We don't know each other in real life. Who is you? Who is you? Loving me, Tracy answered. You're welcome. Love me, Tracy, and I love what you do always, Kim, and your family support. Thank you, baby. Loving me, Tracy, and hey, ask Granny. Right. Granny been on here. She deserved to have a piece of that pie. And congratulations on your 5,000 subscribers, Ask Granny. I love Ask Granny. I will always support her. Like I said, I would never be disrespectful. She is my elder. And if she want to support the other person, hey, who is me? I can't say nothing about it. But I know I'm going to support her. And she was being very respectful to me. Didn't cuss me out. She said, you know what? I see what Kima coming from. Kima got her opinion. And I was happy to hear that because other people done put me down. And look what they going through, still in mess. But y'all, I'm finna get off here. Y'all make sure y'all follow T1000 all D times. Go follow her. Make sure y'all go follow Loving Me, Tracy Anderson. And make sure y'all go follow Ask Granny 9. Y'all, I'm out of here. Make sure y'all follow my page, New Life, New Reaction, and hit the like button on your way out. And y'all have a blessed night.